Welcome to the Two Beans in a Pod. Today we're taking a deep dive into, well, a real whirlwind of AI news from just the past week, August 17th and 18th, 2025. Plus some really fascinating takeaways from CES 2025.
Yeah, it feels like things are moving faster than ever.
Absolutely. We've got a lot to unpack, things like OpenAI's big new GPT5 model and what people are actually saying about it, and some pretty groundbreaking AI stuff like designing new antibiotics from scratch.
Which is just incredible.
And there's this surprising battle brewing over who might actually own your web browser, believe it or not.
Right, the browser as the new AI gateway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Apple's making some aggressive new moves in AI hardware. Plus, we'll get into the ongoing debates, the ethical stuff, policy questions around AI bias, and even its environmental impact.
It really has been an explosive 48 hours in AI. And look, these developments aren't just, for the tech insiders.
No, definitely not.
What we're seeing in AI research and product launches, corporate strategies, even the regulatory discussions is directly impacting your daily life, your data, and yeah, even the future of work. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with some truly mind-bending AI breakthroughs, the stuff that's really pushing the boundaries.
Right.
First up, OpenAI's latest model, GPT5. It just went live. They're touting it as a major upgrade, maybe even a step towards artificial general intelligence.
AGI, the big one.
Yeah. And early testers, they've been praising its capabilities. Apparently, it's pretty impressive in coding, math, science. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, he even quipped that using GPT-4 now feels miserable by comparison.
Hey, that's quite the statement.
It is. So for you listening, this isn't just about faster AI. It means the tools you might use for complex tasks, programming, advanced problem solving could get a lot more powerful. It could really change how you interact with AI every single day.
What's fascinating here, though, is that the rollout wasn't, shall we say, perfectly smooth.
What happened?
Well, users pretty quickly started reporting that GPT-5 felt less friendly and gave less detailed answers specifically for brainstorming tasks.
Less friendly. Yeah.
Yeah. And Altman acknowledged this. He promised a warmer personality is coming, and also future per-user customization of model personality.
Personalization, okay.
Right. And this feedback loop, it really highlights the evolving challenge, doesn't it? It's not just about raw power anymore. It's about personalizing these incredibly capable models.
So it suggests that future AI interactions will be less about just the sheer capability.
Exactly. And more about how it fits with your unique workflow, maybe even your personality, making them feel genuinely more natural and, tailored to you.
Interesting. Okay, so from these big language models to, quantum leaps, AI is showing up in some truly unlikely places.
It really is.
Just this week in China, researchers used AI to precisely arrange over 2,000 neutral atom qubits, that's the quantum computing bits, in 3D space. And they did it in, get this, 160,000th of a second.
Wow, that's incredibly fast.
Right. Now, for anyone tracking the quantum race, that's a huge deal. Controlling that many individual quantum bits with such precision is like a massive hurdle for building stable, powerful quantum computers.
It's all about control and scale in quantum.
Exactly. So this AI-powered precision, it's directly pushing the frontier. It could lead to future breakthroughs in fields like, genuinely new drug compounds or maybe massively more efficient energy solutions down the line.
And speaking of medicine, this is maybe even more immediate. MIT scientists have made a huge breakthrough. They used generative AI.
The kind that creates new stuff.
Precisely. AI capable of creating new outputs. They used it to design totally novel antibiotic compounds from scratch.
Seriously, designing antibiotics.
Yeah, they identified several that work by completely new mechanisms, like rupturing the bacterial cell membranes in a new way.
Whoa.
Think about this. One AI-discovered compound was potent against MRSA, the superbug, and another worked against a drug-resistant gonorrhea strain.
That is incredible.
It really is. It represents a kind of paradigm shift in drug discovery. AI's ability to just explore these vast chemical spaces could finally maybe outpace bacterial evolution. It offers a proactive defense against future superbugs that directly benefits public health, hugely.
Okay, so it's not just about tiny atoms and microscopic bugs then, is it? AI is pushing boundaries in robotics too.
Absolutely. We're seeing movement there as well.
The Allen Institute for AI, AI2 they call it, unveiled something called MolmoAct. It's an open source robotics model.
Open source is good.
Yeah. And it enables robots to, like, reason in 3D and plan actions on the fly. What's really impressive, apparently, is it even lets human operators adjust them in real time.
Real-time adjustment, that's key for safety and flexibility.
Right. It feels like a big step towards these unified AI systems that can understand language, vision, and physical actions all together in the real world.
Sort of bridging the digital and physical.
Yeah. Imagine robots that are not just more intuitive, but also safer to interact with, whether that's in manufacturing, logistics, or maybe even eventually, in your home. Robots that can adapt seamlessly to complex environments.
And there's another angle here, too, making AI more inclusive. NVIDIA just open-sourced Granary.
Granary? What's that?
It's a massive data set, like 1 million hours of audio in 25 languages. And crucially, it includes low-resource languages, things like Maltese.
Maltese, wow. Okay, so languages that don't usually get much data.
Exactly. The aim is to make voice AI more accessible, less biased globally. For you, this means your voice assistants, Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, could soon understand and speak many more languages accurately.
Breaking down language barriers.
Potentially, yeah. Making technology truly more accessible for everyone, no matter where they are or what language they happen to speak.
Okay, so we've seen the cutting-edge research, but beyond the lab, AI it's rapidly making its way into the gadgets we use every single day.
For sure. CES 2025 gave us a glimpse of that.
It did, but, it's not without its challenges, is it?
Definitely not. There's hype, and then there's reality.
Right. So first, Apple. Leaks suggest they're gearing up for a really aggressive AI push.
They've been a bit quiet, relatively speaking. Time to catch up.
Seems like it. Plans for a tabletop robot assistant by 2027. Sounds like something resembling an iPad mounted on an arm.
Huh. Like a little roving helper.
Apparently, capable of roaming a room, featuring a lifelike, animated Siri avatar. And they're also apparently revamping Siri for iPhones by 2026, making it much more conversational, possibly with a Memoji-like persona.
More personality for Siri.
Yeah. So if you're an Apple user, expect Siri to get significantly smarter, more interactive, making your devices feel less like just tools and maybe more like actual personal assistants.
And those home robots.
Yeah.
That could fundamentally change how you manage your smart home environment, if they pull it off.
If they pull it off, yeah. But CES 2025 also highlighted, a whole slew of other new AI gadgets. Necklaces, eyewear, smart pins.
The wearables craze continues.
It does. And while there's a lot of excitement, there's also, frankly, significant skepticism about their genuine value, right?
Oh, yeah. A lot of critics are pointing out they often don't really surpass what your smartphone can already do.
Like the Humane AI pin. I got pretty underwhelming reviews, especially at $700.
Right. And the Rabbit R one was called half-baked by many.
So it highlights this continuing challenge, doesn't it, for consumer AI hardware to actually justify its existence beyond the smartphone. It forces users, like you listening, to critically evaluate, what's genuine utility versus just novelty in a really crowded, often overhyped market.
But it's not all just, flashy failures.
True. We have seen successful examples. The Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses, people seem to like those. Praised for merging AI with style pretty seamlessly.
And HTC debuted their Vive Eagle smart glasses with real-time language translation. That's a concrete function.
It is. So these examples show that useful integration is absolutely possible. It seems like the companies that prioritize user privacy and offer practical, unique functions beyond what your phone already does, those are the ones that will succeed.
So for you, it means looking for devices that offer specific tangible benefits, maybe features like offline modes, strong data encryption, rather than just being, the newest shiny thing.
Good advice. And looking at the software side, Google Photos is getting a new Create tab.
Ah, yes, for AI image editing and generation.
Yeah. And Google's being pretty upfront about it, acknowledging these AI edits are, quote, more about art and imagination than documentary reality.
Which is an important distinction to make, I think, setting expectations.
Definitely. Plus, Google also launched Gemma 3. It's a lightweight open source language model.
Lightweight is interesting, optimized for developers.
Exactly. To deploy AI features directly on edge devices. So your phone, your smart speaker, maybe even your car.
Running AI locally, not just in the cloud.
Right. And that's potentially a big deal because it means more AI features could run directly on your devices, which could offer better privacy, maybe faster performance, without constantly needing that cloud connection.
Better privacy and speed on device. That's compelling.
Okay, so we've just explored how AI is changing what you can do, the gadgets you might use. But beneath all that, There's this massive corporate chess game playing out,
Oh yeah, big money, big strategy.
and it profoundly impacts the economy and potentially your job.
What's truly fascinating here is just how quickly the major tech players are adapting, whether it's through these colossal investments or sometimes really surprising partnerships.
It does make you wonder, looking at the big tech landscape, what stands out to you as the most impactful shift right now?
That's a good question to ponder.
And hey, if you're finding this deep dive as engaging as we are, maybe take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help us bring you more in-depth analysis on the topics that matter most.
Yeah, we appreciate the support.
Okay, so back to the AI economy. It's not just cool tech, right? It's colossal investments, fierce competition, and definitely a shifting job market.
Absolutely.
And this week, we saw a truly eyebrow-raising move. The AI startup Perplexity AI.
The AI search engine people.
That's them. They offered a staggering $34.5 billion, all cash, to buy Google's Chrome web browser.
$34 billion for Chrome from a 3-year-old startup.
Exactly. Perplexity apparently wants Chrome's 3+ billion users to, leapfrog into the AI search wars.
Wow, bold move.
And it turns out OpenAI, Yahoo, Apollo Global, they've also expressed interest if Chrome were ever put up for sale, maybe due to antitrust pressure.
So Chrome is suddenly this hot property.
It really highlights how crucial web browsers are becoming, doesn't it? As these gateways for AI-driven search and personal assistance. For you, this means whoever controls your browser could very soon dictate your primary AI experience.
That's a powerful position. And this intense competition, it isn't limited to just buying a browser, right? It extends to talent.
Oh, definitely. The AI expertise war, as they call it. OpenAI's Sam Altman. He expressed his own interest in Chrome, too.
Right.
And we saw OpenAI try to acquire an AI coding startup, Windsurf, for $3 billion. But then, Google's DeepMind swooped in and hired Windsurf's top engineers instead.
Poached them. Just like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This relentless competition for AI talent, it directly fuels innovation, doesn't it? Companies racing to get the best minds to build the AI tools you'll eventually use.
And it also clearly signals just massive demand for AI coding skills in the job market right now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We're also seeing some surprising alliances forming, alongside these massive investments shaping the AI economy.
Yeah, the partnerships can be unexpected.
Like Oracle and Google, a truly notable alliance. They announced a partnership to offer Google's upcoming Gemini AI models on Oracle's cloud platforms.
Oracle and Google, really, they're usually fierce rivals.
I know. But it seems even rivals are collaborating now to make cutting-edge AI more widely available for businesses, which could accelerate AI adoption across all sorts of services you already use.
Spreading the AI love, so to speak.
And the investment is just pouring in. Cohere, an enterprise AI startup, raised $500 million. Google itself plans to invest $9 billion in advanced AI data centers, specifically in Oklahoma, creating thousands of jobs.
$9 billion in Oklahoma, wow.
And even the Allen Institute for AI, AI2, secured a $152 million grant to build an open multimodal AI platform for science, with NVIDIA contributing.
So huge amounts of money flowing in.
It signals strong long-term confidence in AI's future, doesn't it? Leading to more powerful models, the infrastructure needed to run them, and Google's investment in particular that'll create significant jobs and boost AI capabilities right here in the U.S.
Okay, so the big question for many listeners, how will all this affect my job?
Right. The $1 million or maybe $1 billion question now.
Maybe. Well, a new study found something interesting. Generative AI, like the large language models we keep talking about, it actually seems to boost job growth and productivity, especially for white-collar jobs.
Boost jobs, not replace them.
For certain roles, yes. Think finance, management, science, engineering, primarily by augmenting human workers, making them more efficient.
Okay, that's a critical takeaway then.
Yeah.
Not all AI is about replacement.
Exactly. If you're in one of those white-collar roles, AI could become a really powerful tool that makes you more efficient, more valuable, potentially even leading to more hiring in those areas.
Which definitely highlights the growing importance of reskilling programs, learning how to work with AI.
Absolutely crucial. However, there's a nuance here.
Okay. What's the catch?
AI used for perception and motor control, think image recognition in factories, that sort of thing, that tends to replace manual labor jobs. It cuts costs, but doesn't necessarily improve overall productivity significantly.
So augmentation for some, replacement for others.
It seems that way. And in fact, executives from major companies, Ford, JP Morgan, Amazon, They are predicting deep cuts in white-collar jobs too, eventually, because of AI. They're actively urging their employees to reskill now.
So even white collar isn't entirely safe long term.
The landscape is definitely shifting. It really emphasizes the need for continuous learning, adaptation for pretty much everyone. Understanding exactly what tasks AI can automate and where humans still add unique value, that's going to be absolutely crucial for navigating the job market ahead.
Okay. So as AI becomes more powerful, more pervasive in our lives, the conversations around how we regulate it, how we ensure it's used ethically, they're getting louder, right?
Intensifying globally, yeah. And we've certainly seen some major controversies and some crucial policy moves just this past week.
Definitely. Meta, for instance, they face significant public and regulatory backlash.
The chatbot issue.
Yeah. Reports revealed if AI chatbots were apparently internally permitted to engage in romantic or sensual conversations with underage users.
Yikes, that's not good.
Not good at all. Senator Josh Hawley quickly launched a Senate probe, and Meta just as quickly issued new, stricter policies disavowing those, quote, erroneous examples.
Damage control.
Big time. But the situation really highlights the urgent need for robust safety protocols in AI, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for products that interact with children.
Absolutely critical.
And it also signals that governments are actively scrutinizing how tech companies design AI now. So you can expect more safeguards to be implemented, probably across the board.
And in another high-profile sort of ethical/competitive debate, Elon Musk accused Apple of antitrust violations.
Right, claiming App Store favoritism towards OpenAI.
Yeah. His argument is basically OpenAI's ChatGPT is the #1 free app, while his xAI's Grok chatbot ranks #5. And Apple's partnership integrating ChatGPT into iPhones creates an unfair bias.
Interesting argument. Does he have a point?
Well, it's complicated, but this battle over App Store policies, it could significantly impact competition in the AI space. It directly influences which AI tools are most easily accessible to you on your devices and how these different AI companies are able to compete for your attention.
So App Store rules could shape the whole AI landscape.
Potentially, yeah. And then there's the ongoing issue of algorithmic bias. It keeps showing up, revealing how AI can unfortunately just perpetuate existing societal prejudices.
Like that new study.
Exactly. It found AI vision tools consistently rated Black women with natural hairstyles as less professional and competent than when they wore straightened hair.
That's awful.
It is. And even more stark, some facial recognition AIs failed to even recognize the same Black woman if her hairstyle changed.
Wow.
It's a really stark reminder. If AI is used in sensitive areas, hiring, security, things like that, it might inadvertently discriminate. It just emphasizes this urgent call for better, more diverse training data and crucially robust human oversight. We can't just let the algorithms run wild.
No, absolutely not. Human oversight seems key.
And there's another ethical issue, one that's often overlooked, AI's environmental footprint.
The energy consumption.
Yeah. Training and running these massive AI models, it consumes vast amounts of electricity. Projections are estimating that AI data centers could draw over 10% of total U.S. electricity within just a few years.
10%. Just for AI.
That's the projection, which could potentially drive up electricity rates for residents, for you.
Great. Higher bills.
Well, maybe. We're even seeing big tech partnering directly with nuclear energy providers now to power their AI needs.
Nuclear for AI. Okay.
It highlights that the energy demands of AI are real. They could impact your utility bills, definitely the environment. And it's sparking this important ethical debate about the sustainability of all this AI innovation. It's pushing for what people are calling green AI practices.
Green AI. We need that. Okay, so globally, the race for AI governance, for rules, it's heating up fast.
Very fast.
The Trump administration unveiled America's AI Action Plan to accelerate AI development here. But there's a controversial part. An agreement allowing advanced AI chip exports to foreign markets for a hefty fee. That's already facing pushback from Democrats.
Yeah, the chip export debate is complex. National security versus economic interests.
Right. And on a wider scale, the G7, the EU, they're actively discussing aligning their AI standards. The UN Secretary General renewed calls for a global AI watchdog body.
A global body seems necessary, given AI's reach.
And there's even this AIDV 2025 report ranking countries on AI policies. Canada, Japan, Korea, Netherlands, UK are currently leading, apparently.
Interesting rankings.
The takeaway here seems clear, though. How AI is regulated will profoundly affect its safety, its fairness, how quickly it develops. That chip export debate has huge geopolitical implications for who leads the AI race. And these calls for global governance, they just underscore the shared responsibility we all have in managing AI's immense risks.
And if we connect this back to the ethics discussion, it highlights just how quickly society is having to adapt, right? Forcing governments worldwide to grapple with regulation. And what's really fascinating is a study on AI ethics implementation shows that putting principles into practice, it isn't some simple linear process.
It's not just writing rules and following them.
Apparently not. It's more about tinkering, continually adapting both the principles and the practical actions based on real-world feedback.
Tinkering, like trial and error.
Kind of. For example, transparency. A key principle might be tuned differently for different audiences. You might reveal certain technical details to regulators, but different, maybe simpler information to the public, while still protecting, say, trade secrets.
So transparency isn't just one thing.
Exactly. It means the ethical guidelines you hear about, they aren't static. They're constantly being shaped by real-world implementation, by compromise, by this ongoing tinkering. Understanding this helps you critically evaluate AI policies and really see how values like fairness and accountability are actually being enacted day to day.
That makes sense. It's messier than it sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking ahead then, what does all this whirlwind of news actually mean for the future of AI and how it integrates into our lives?
Well, there are some big picture views out there. Demis Hassabis, the head of Google DeepMind.
Right, a major figure.
He believes AI could usher in what he calls radical abundance, making goods and services far, far cheaper. He thinks the impact could be 10 times bigger than the Industrial Revolution and maybe 10 times faster.
10 times faster. Wow, that's almost scary fast.
It is. But interestingly, he also lamented that tech companies move too fast in rolling out consumer AI. He sort of wished they could have left it in the lab for longer to focus on things like, say, curing cancer first.
So immense potential, but also concerns about the speed and priorities.
Exactly. It gives you that sense of AI's power to transform society for the better, but also the really serious concerns about the speed of deployment, the need to prioritize safety, fundamental research, maybe over just immediate consumer apps.
And despite all the billions being spent on AI, there's still this persistent productivity paradox, isn't there?
Yes, the paradox. Businesses outside of the core tech industry, they've only seen pretty modest productivity gains so far.
What is that?
Well, they're plagued by issues like chatbot hallucinations making stuff up and just the practical challenges of integrating these complex systems into existing workflows.
Right. So some people are calling this AI doomerism, like it's all hype, while the optimists argue, no, we're just in the early adoption phase. The big productivity boom is still coming. So what's your read on this productivity paradox? Is it just growing pains, or is it something more fundamental?
That really is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? My read. It's probably a mix of both. The foundational models, they are incredibly powerful. But the real challenge now, as one commentator put it really well, is not building AI, it's figuring out how to integrate it into society responsibly and effectively.
Integration is the hard part.
It seems to be. It means while AI has clearly transformed the tech sector, its broader impact on other industries is still unfolding. And those practical challenges in making AI truly effective, reliable, and trustworthy for everyone, they remain significant.
So this is the core challenge we all face then.
I think so. How do we ensure AI is developed and used in a way that genuinely benefits humanity, that addresses all these ethical concerns we talked about, bias, safety, environment? How do we guide it towards a future where knowledge isn't just generated, but it's understood and applied wisely for the collective good?
Big questions to end on. And maybe for the listener too. What will be the next frontier that truly makes you sit up and say, wow, AI can actually do that?
Yeah, what's the next wow moment gonna be?
That's our deep dive for today. We really hope you feel maybe a little more well-informed or perhaps a little more curious about all these rapid changes happening in the world of AI.
There's certainly a lot to keep track of.
There is. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Two Beans in a Pod for more deep dives into the topics that matter.
We'd appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to Two Beans in a Pod.